Hi and welcome to Birds with Bottle.
We've got to think about wine.
And we want you to have a think about wine too.
Now, when it comes to wine brands, like a lot of things in life, big isn't necessarily better.
No, some are downright dreadful, some are blatantly bland, but we've battled through lots of them to find you what we think is a taste of paradise.
Yes, now as you may notice, we've ripped off a few slogans to help us compare the market for you.
Yes, and why have we done that? Because you're worth it.
So, our first wine is the Lagris Vouvray. It's the 2010 vintage and it's $7.99 reduced to $6.99 on multi-buy at Majestic.
Yeah, now we wanted to show you a French brand because perception is that all the big boys tend to come from the New World, isn't it?
And there are some good French brands out there.
This being one of them.
Yes.
So, what do we got?
Good colour.
Oh, lovely nose. Lovely, lovely nose.
It is honey, doesn't it?
It is.
Quite often Vouvray can have a sort of wet wool smell because it's made from Chenin Blanc, but this is very attractive straight away.
Yeah.
Really, really appealing.
Oh no, you're definitely getting the sweetness there on the palate, aren't you?
It's
This
so
is
good.
an off-dry wine.
Yes.
But
it's pithy. There's sort of slight grapefruit taste.
oh yes, and I love
A little
grapefruit.
bit of
I
weight.
love that grapefruit note on wines.
Yeah.
Absolutely delicious.
But there are medium dry and medium dry wines, and this actually, because of the acidity, it's not gaggingly.
No,
sort of
it's very
bland.
refreshing, isn't it?
It is.
Rather than
It's-
having that sort of slightly cloying sweet note.
Yeah, no, very attractive.
Very, very
now,
attractive.
Vouvray is in the Loire, sort of the middle of the Loire, and all the wines are made from Chenin Blanc, and they're anything from absolutely bone dry right the way through to a luscious, golden delicious
Sounds like an
pudding
apple.
wines. This is just off dry, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it
Very
is
refreshing.
it is bright and refreshing and really gorgeous.
So, made to make your mouth water, perhaps. Right, for our second wine, we've got the Nottage Hill Chardonnay, which incidentally is a wine, not a movie with Hugh and Julia.
Yeah.
It's the 2011 vintage, and this one's available just about everywhere. And its recommended price is $7.99, but it's often on offer.
Yeah.
So
Very often.
watch out for that.
Yeah. This is Nottage Hill is from the Hardy's stable,
Yeah.
which incidentally is the 5th biggest seller of wine in the world.
Yeah, and Gallo is the first.
Very nice, fruity,
Oaky.
immediately inviting.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
quite tropical.
Yes,
Tropical and sort
exactly.
of...
Interesting though, pulls you in.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
It's really vibrant, isn't it? You know, kind of really lively wine.
Almost
Nice
tart.
oak. Yeah, but
Lovely.
nice oak. Nice, again, that really tropical fruit there.
That's delicious.
It is,
Absolutely
isn't
lovely.
it?
Yeah.
Now, I tasted lots of the Heidi's range last year, and sort of this one really stood out, you know, for good value for money and kind of on the flavour of it. Really quite delicious.
Yeah. And could you say then, if you were being slightly contriving, that it's tasty, tasty, very, very tasty?
I think we could.
Let's do that.
Right, for our first red wine, we've got the Argento Malbec. It's the 2010 vintage, and it's available from Majestic at $7.49. And again, this one's often on offer.
Actually, these big brands really are on offer an awful lot of the time,
Yeah.
aren't they?
And
Yeah.
so it's really worth watching out for that,
Yes,
isn't it?
certainly is. Now, Argento is not a super-sized brand, but I think in the scheme of Argentina, it is certainly sizable.
Oh, now a lovely red fruit, dark
Yeah,
fruit,
it's dark.
red
I always
fruit
think
nose.
Malbec
Yes.
is sort of dark
Sort of a bit
smells.
sultry, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Sort of toasty as well.
Now that Super smooth, but some lovely.
There's some structure there, isn't there?
Yeah, nice sort of spicy, dark fruit.
It's almost like a not sweet mulled wine, isn't it?
Yes.
It's quite perfumed as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's sort of light. There's the dark flavours and then there's a sort of fragrance about it.
Yeah, and the amount of flavour and the amount of length for $7.49,
Yes.
even at full price, you know,
Yeah.
I think it's a remarkably
Yeah.
good value wine. Now Malbec is the flagship grape, isn't it, of
Yeah.
Argentina red-wise, and this is 100% Malbec.
Yeah, and actually this is lovely with steak.
Yeah.
It's quite a manly sort of wine, isn't it?
It is. So, great with steak, just Malbec. It's as simple as that.
Because life's complicated enough. So, our last wine is the Jacobs Creek Barossa Shiraz Reserve 2007 vintage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's a big wine.
In all respects.
Yeah, it's available from Ocado and Tesco, and it's $9.99.
So we could say reassuringly expensive.
It's reassuringly expensive. Oh, it's lovely. Now, Jacobs Creek is one of the really big Australian brands, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is.
Yeah.
Now, that's a really chocolatey nose,
Isn't
isn't
that
it?
gorgeous?
It's like dark chocolate,
Really?
dark fruit.
Really in your face,
Yeah.
chocolatey.
Really, really
Oh.
very inviting. And again,
There's a bit of eucalyptus, a bit of mint. Definitely oaky. There's sweet vanilla on there, isn't there?
yeah. But actually, there's a little bit of elegance. It isn't a really
Oh, no.
great, big, weighty, heavy Barossa Shiraz type
no,
wine, is
no,
it?
but it's actually lovely.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah.
I'd love to keep this for a bit. I mean, 2007. It's fantastic that 2007 is in the shops now. I
Yeah.
mean, it's you know it's getting on. It's evolved, but you could even keep it for longer. It's lovely, and actually, it's very very well balanced because this is 14.5% alcohol.
Yeah, so you wouldn't want to be taking 2 bottles into the shower.
I'm so sorry for Simon. And we certainly, I'm sorry for myself as well, we certainly wouldn't advise splashing it on all over.
No, so with all that advice, we'll see you next week.
See you next week.